This is Africa's and Ethiopia's biggest hydroelectric dam, and these are the people hoping to one day benefit from its power. Ethiopia's government promised the dam as a ticket to a modern future, yet almost half of all Ethiopians still live in the dark. In a small village in Ethiopia's southern Gedeo zone, this firewood is the only form of fuel Workinesh Nigusie has. Her village is not yet connected to the national electricity grid. Workinesh is a mother of 4. Her children urgently need light in their home to study after school. And Workinesh's family isn't alone. Over 60 million Ethiopians live without access to power. That's almost half of the population. Yet Ethiopia's government has big plans to expand its grid. Launched with much pomp and to an audience of regional leaders, Ethiopia opened the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, or GERD, in September 2025. Built as a symbol of national pride, this dam was mainly financed by Ethiopians, including many ordinary citizens. That was largely because potential international funders were pressured to stay out by Egypt, which feared it would get less of a share of the Nile water. Now that the dam was built, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed stressed that it would not only benefit Ethiopia, but the entire region.
ተፋሰስ አገራት ወንድሞቻችን ለኑቢያ ወንድሞቻችን ለምስር አገር ወንድሞቻችን ኢትዮጵያ ህዳሴን የሰራችው ለመበልጸግ አካባቢውን በብርሃን ለመምራት የጥቁር ህዝብ ታሪክ ለመቀየር እንጂ.
With a capacity of 5,150 megawatts, the dam has doubled Ethiopia's energy generation. Now, the challenge is bringing power to remote areas like Workinesh's village.
ከ7 ዓመት በፊት የነበርንበትን የማመንጨት አቅምና አሁን ያለንበትን ብናይ ከ44 በመቶ ያልዘለለ ነበር እስከ ዛሬ 7 ዓመት አካባቢ። አሁን ላይ ግን 54 በመቶ አካባቢ ደርሰናል። 100 ዓመት ተጉዘን ከአጠቃላይ ከህዝባችን ውስጥ ኤሌክትሪክ ተደራሽ ማድረግ የተቻለው 44 በመቶ ነው። ግማሽ ያህል የህብረተሰብ ክፍላችን ኤሌክትሪክ አያገኝም ነበር.
While international backers like the World Bank have pledged to back this grid expansion, analysts believe that it's ultimately up to Ethiopia's government to connect its people to the grid. And as researcher Tom Lavers points out, universal access to electricity remains a challenge to the government.
The challenge of meeting universal access to electricity, which remains the government's goal today, is an extraordinarily difficult one.
While the dam may not yet be powering all of Ethiopia's households, its regional effect was more immediate. Ethiopia started exporting surplus power to Kenya and Djibouti, a welcome addition to the still emerging regional power pool. And for Ethiopia, a bit of income to maintain and finance all of its new infrastructure, including the expansion of the power grid. The power is transported via a 1,000-kilometer-long high-voltage line from Sodo in Ethiopia to a substation in Suswa in Kenya.